Guys? Another walking video. You know, it's kind of what I do, drive or walk and talk, bullshit around. So you guys have kind of asked me, I've had some of you ask me, especially people who are not good with managing money, how do you save up for car parts? What's your trick? It's one thing to save up to $300 or $500 for an intake or a throttle body, something like that. But what do you do to save up for a pair of turbos and you don't want to put on a credit card, you don't want to get a loan, blah, 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 blah. A really good method, and now you're going to learn to play the stock market a little bit. You want to do your research. I'm not going to give you advice on what stocks to buy, what stocks to avoid, blah, blah, blah. But if you get an app, I'll put a link to my code for Stash. I think if you put in some money, it gives both of us a bonus. But I use my Stash app to save up. One, it's easy to save to. You just 25, $30 a week, or if you I'm in IT. I have to drive from place to place from time to time. I average about 50 to $100 every pay period, in just, because I drive here and there. I put that money into my Stash app and I just save up. And then, usually if I go to lunch with my wife for that day and she ends up paying, I end up putting my $10 that I go to lunch on in that. If I don't eat lunch, same thing. You just find little things you do that will obviously, help you save up. And so what you'll find is with the Stash app, it's not as easy as going to the bank and going, well, I'll get a savings account. I'll just dump all my money on my savings. Well, me, with the savings account, it's much easier for me to, oh, cool, I got $1,500. I want this new K member right now, instead of waiting and saving up what I need. So that's how I do it. I use those type of apps. I'm sure there's like Robinhood, and I'm sure there's other apps you can buy, you can purchase that do the same thing to save up the money. So that's kind of what I would suggest doing if you're wanting to save up the $10 or $12, $15,000. Because relatively, you probably do it pretty quickly, pretty simply. And the nice thing about it is, you use common sense in the market, and you invest in things that are not wild and out there and lunatic, that either can go way up or way down. I mean, some people are going to tell you Bitcoin or whatever. I mean, fuck that. I'm looking for things I know are naturally stable. Yeah, I may not make a whole shit ton of money on it, but I'm not going to lose a shit ton of money like we just had with the banking collapse of those two banks. So that's what I would suggest doing, is put your money somewhere where it's harder to get out. You won't lose it, but it's harder to get out. With these apps, usually it takes a few weeks to get your money, and it's not as simple as click deposits. So that is exactly what I would do, guys. Find ways to save money that becomes difficult for you to access, so you can continue to save, and then just save that goal. Also, if you're gonna play the stock market game, man, this is what I do. I know for these Hellion twin turbos I'm saving up for with a Cobra Jet intake, it's probably gonna take me a year to save up, maybe a little longer. And if you're gonna save up $500, just throw that in your savings account. It's no sense of trying to game the market, for a few weeks. It just doesn't make sense. But if you're planning to buy a Whipple, buy a Hellion turbos, buy anything like that, it's gonna cost you 10 grand, just a minimum 10 grand. Go ahead and do that. Just go get a Stash app or a Robinhood or whatever app you pick. I mean, you can ask people what you guys think. I mean, about stocks to buy. You can do some research. You'll figure it out. But that's how I do it, and that's kind of how I suggest you guys do it. And yeah, hopefully that works out for you guys. Hopefully get some more information for you guys later, and hope you guys like what I got to share. But I know I'm doing a car cruise this coming weekend, and that'll be fun with the STL Mustangs, and I have some more rolling video. Sorry I don't have a whole lot. It's still kind of chilly out here in fucking Missouri, and we're just not ready yet. We got about another 30 days of shit weather before it starts to actually warm up and you can go out and do shit. And we'll go from there, guys. You guys have a good day, man. It's good talking to you guys. Peace.